Alright guys, we have Miss Lioness connected through the building through a popular request. So what we're going to do is I have her on speaker, and I'm just going to go ahead. She has a very important message for us guys that she needs to share, especially for the coming days. So please pay attention and please give your respect to Mrs. Lioness. Miss Lioness, welcome back. Glad to have you on.
Thank you. And I will make this concise because they'll still try to play the games that they are still able to play. But it's finished. That's why that word that I put out there for y'all to look up. If I give you a word or if I tell you to look at something, not just me, if anyone does. Like I saw some people give out videos to look at and things like that. If I haven't seen them, I'll look them up also. So we will share. It'll be learning from each other and with each other, like that. If I haven't seen them, I'll look them up street for a little while longer, and then it becomes one for one, which is what QAnon really means. Did anybody even look up and try to get the etymology of that so-called word and letter? I did. That means one on one, one to one. There can only be truth, okay? So that's what it means, and you're all truth, no matter how you manifest it. But let me read these two things. You take from it what you can, and if we get knocked off or disconnected for tonight, I'm available Sunday, so you could have a chance to digest it and all, okay?
Okay, great.
Okay. So I'm going to start from the beginning on the eyes of our soul become clearer. And then I'm going to do one about the dancing dolphins of love. And you should really be able to get some of the questions answered that you were talking about tonight, okay? As the eyes of our soul become sharper, all truths are questioned under the big bright light of review. Once proof was in the pudding. Now the proof and the pudding is ghosting all of us, appearing as both a particle and wave. That's why you're feeling what you're feeling. Quantifying the senses. So senses are those things like touch and hearing and sight and things like that, okay? So, ergo, your senses, your emotional body, it'll all tie in. It just won't do it right quickly. For some maybe, and for others it may just take a little longer. But hang in there. You have the time now to get this. We lean forward in time, and time is a linear continuum. However, divine people think circular reasoning, not linear. Those other folks think linear. They have programmed you to think linear in a straight line without seeing the full picture. That's why I say you have to drive your car. And the car is your character. Your character, your accountability, and your responsibility. You don't have a clean sweep right now. But anything that you think that you did bad, you really didn't, because you signed up for all of this. And you have graduated. It's finished. That's what tetelestai means. But I'll get to that in the next one. And we lean forward in time, holding the seat, S-E-A-T, of the soul, which is inside of you. And I tell you, it's on your kidneys. Again, I'm a holistic healthcare practitioner as well as a manager in the computer world, the telecommunications advisory, and the high-level one, not whatever. But I don't mean that to boast. I mean that to say there's a wealth of information that came with that, and a lot of other things that over time, okay. The seat of your soul. As we enter uncharted waters, remember I told you water is the most vital element, but it's comprised of things. So you'll get this. Just do the work when you get something, too much is given, much is required of you to do some work on your own, to find out more and more, and get with somebody else, and then you share, and then we grow, and then we still become more oneness and more love. And you get it, and you receive it. There's a new song out today. It's called Get It Ready. It's all together. It's synchronicitous right now. Someone asked for adventure. Well, you're about to get a whole lot of it, okay? In these upcoming alterations, the universe, or the cosmos, okay, ask for movement. Oh, this fits together even more than I thought it would. Oh, wow, this is great. Movement, kinesiology, the study of movement from your body, from all of your bodies. Ask for movement forward if one is not going to sink, S-I-N-K, into the dimensional quagmire of the past. Right now, you must let everything go that no longer services you. Your mama, your daddy, your baby, your best friend, your lover, your husband, your cat, your dog, the food you eat, all of those resentment, the anger inside of you, that doesn't serve you anymore. If you going where we going, if you don't want to go, that's okay. At some point in the next 2 million years, you go again, because everything is cyclical. This is the cycle of nature, the cycles of time, the cycles of the entire cosmos coming back again. Ergo the weather. Yes, they try to fuck things up, excuse me, but I'm not going to say. There's only one curse, and that's if you pointed at somebody. So you have a lot to relearn, but don't think that you're dumb, because you're not dumb. You've just been dumbed down. You've been programmed to not think correctly and freely. But you shall again. It's wonderful. Movement and deliberation, that's focus, okay? Purposeful movement are demanded by the universe. Demanded, okay? What you think is happening now is no one individual, but maybe somebody just gave that one little spark, because the spark is inside of you. It's called LP40, like Linda, perfect -40. I did 3-4 calls of many hours on that. You can hear that again later, okay? But right now, just get this from this one reading, and then get from the second reading, and go in peace if we never talk again. But I hope we do. I thank y'all so very much, very, very. Life is denser. That means the solidity, the form. That's why you saw and heard Beyonce talk about formation and the shit that she does, okay? But it's still good, because if you can awaken from it, then she did something good, even if she didn't mean to do it, okay? You can learn from anybody. You don't have to become the shit that they are, though. Be the good shit, lollipop, that you are. Life is denser and contains more than in the past. This is greater than anything that has ever happened before. And you are so special, but everybody is, to be here right now. So shake off all the shit and be ready to do your part, because you get to go to the celebration too, okay? Earth has changed. Mother Earth has changed. There's only change, okay? And so as her people, my peeps, y'all, my peeps, continually adjusting to all that is thrown at them. You've been thrown a whole lot of shit for many years, for many decades, for many centuries, for many millennium, 13 at least, okay? But again, you'll get that. It doesn't matter. Just deal with right now. And then you'll catch everything else. You'll catch up, because you will remember who the hell you are, okay? I don't say that disrespectfully. Oh, it's going to be so beautiful. And it is. adjusting to all that is thrown at them. There's a movie called The Adjustment Bureau. If you've seen it, see it again. If you got everything from it, don't believe that, because I have to see it again to remember more and more myself. People are hardened and softened at the same time. That's why the confusion, you're conflicted. You don't know what the hell is going on. You say, oh shit, I've been asleep. And then you start thinking internally that you're bad because you didn't get it right now. Or you think that somebody else, like me, thinks that you're dumb. No, you're not dumb. You couldn't be dumb, and I couldn't be talking to you right now if you were. But yes, you've been dumbed down, and yes, you've been beat up. You've been bamboozled. Okay, all the things that were brought out in the 60s, 70s, and 80s were brought out because this was supposed to happen back then. But it don't matter as long as it happens. Time is a continuum. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about a thing, actually, okay? This conflict creates tension in the body, in all of your bodies, causing unexpected aches and pains. The emotions, your emotional body, the emotions of hate and fear, which they put around you. But again, you have to consent to doing what they want done. If you don't know that you're doing it, that's one thing. But I have to say this at this point. You signed up for this. This is a play, a movie, a continuous movie with many, many sequels to it that happened. This Earth was a school. Earth was the paradise. Then it got taken over some kind of way. One time I asked someone, well, who do you think has dominion over the earth? Because they tried to tell me and act to me like they were the best Bible scholar there was. Fuck that, okay? Because they just didn't want to do any other work. They were lazy. Regardless of how much they had been beat up and stuff, they were lazy. And they were just trying to beat their chest. I'm not downing them. I'm just trying to get them to straighten up and fly right. The thing is, first, there's been many, many creations, and there have been a few different creators of different beings, some of whom were human. Adam is both male and female, okay? You have humanoids who you will see again soon, some of them who will be false of that. Some of them who shapeshift. You can shapeshift, so shapeshifting isn't necessarily bad. It's what you use it for, or if you are in a deceptive mode. Deception is not good. Pisces are really heavy into being deceptive. But they are also, if they come to their rightful selves, some highly spiritual beings. Okay? And so you have to know astrology. You have to know all of the arts and sciences. But they have only told you little things. But you got it inside of you. All your answers are inside of you. Yes, some of you need people. Look, I'm a nobody just trying to help somebody and help people. Okay? So, I appreciate, I'm humbled by your love. I thirst. I love to be loved, and I love to love. And I am love, and I am the king of hearts, and I am over love. Okay? As the Lioness. And people who are Scorpios are this, and Aries are that, and all of them are great and wonderful, and each of you serve a purpose. And I'm giving you rah, 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 yes, because it's the truth, not because I'm trying to just intrigue you. This conflict creates tension in the body, causing unexpected aches and pains. The emotions are on high all the global shifts. The shift happened September, one of the major shifts, the last major shift was September the 12th. Then another piece of it with the waves. 5G by itself is humongous, but not the shit that they try to do with this technology. That has messed with each and every one of us, even me, okay? I'm called a sensitive, well, never mind about me, never mind. Just know all of these things affect everybody. Changes and decisions without any proof. Global shifts, okay? But if you don't have faith in yourself, if you don't have confidence in yourself, if you can't stand on your own and say, I am who I am, and be of your heart, you have a few different brains in your body. Some people say that you have a brain in your gut. I tell you, you have two brains in your gut. You got two in your heart. And you got the other one that has two parts to it that is coming to be one with the help of the pineal gland and pituitary gland and this and that and the hypothalamus and everything. As above, so below. As inside, so outside. You have the waters of none inside of you. You are a co-creator. None, noon, N-U-N. Look at the symbol of the 2 or 3 wiggly lines, waves. I'm saying a lot to you. I'm not trying to overwhelm you. For that which resonates with each of you, you got it as a gift. For that which some of you can't comprehend now, just listen. You're going to get something. Give yourself a chance, okay? We bend over to life's demands. Life is nothing but change, constant change, albeit sometimes you only get a little bit at a time. We try to bend time like a silver spoon, wrapping it around our dreams. Each dawn brings more choices, more changes, and more challenges. Heartstrings are pulled. You're pulled this way and that way. Your wallets are sprained and strained and emptied. But we fixing all of that. And today and the other day, the reset happened, okay? But you're going to reset every facet of your life. You are resetting all of your bodies and all of your spirituality and all of your consciousness levels and degrees. And your emotions are moody because you're water. And water can heat up fast. That's why Pisces are deceptive, because sometimes they get so hot and sometimes they get so cold. But they go from 0 to 6,000 and don't have too much in the middle. But they have a whole lot of love and a whole lot of spirituality that they just must express a game. But the limelight now is back on Aquarius because it's a circle. Everything is circular and spirituality, okay? Step gently into the unsettled times that come sniffing around your encampment, your surroundings, your security blanket, okay? Let that go, because you get no new clothes. You are an emperor and an empress. And the Olympics that just was last summer, that was so powerful. The baton is being handed back to us to do all of this again, okay? And then it's going to be left in your hands to make it the best you, the best community, the best neighborhood, the best somewhat governance, okay? Because you really don't need a government. You shall make a wonderful, for lack of a better word, but one that you can understand, a great society. And yes, Angel, we are stepping back into another golden age. So it's you. swim around you. Hold steady to who you are. And if you don't know yet who you are, if you can't remember yet, there are plenty of tools out there. Do that. Hug yourself. Give yourself a hug. And if you are a more social being, then find somebody. Angel will help you. I'll help you. Somebody else will help you. But don't try to handcuff me, because I'll knock you down. Okay? I can't be handcuffed, okay? I can't be handcuffed. But anyway, we will help each other in some way, shape, or form. Allow the energies to swim around you. Hold steady to who you are. Do not lose yourself. As the big waves, 5G, the gamma rays are here. They are knocking people on their ass. They are taking people out of here because they weren't in what I call their right stead. They did not know who they were. Some people just wanted to go and went fast, okay? Some people's time is up because there is an algorithm for how long you come down here, okay? I could tell you a story, but I won't. Do not lose yourself as the big waves splash upon the shores of old. But you're coming to new shores. You're making new shores. New shores are coming up. It will give you the greater picture. That's a period on the shores of old. That's a period to this one first reading of the eyes of our soul become clearer. What I want to say is, I'm going to read the next one, Dancing Dolphin Love. The message, how love comes through. But within there, you will get this and that together and sleep on it, okay? I am going to resume my calls. I do, I hope, I wish, I want y'all to come to them. And it can be an exchange. I have rules. I'm an order person. Leos are order people, okay? But I have much love to give and thank you, because I got a lot of love from y'all tonight. And that is, it's not bringing me to tears, but a lot, okay? I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. The new thing will be called, Angel, listen to this, Angels, Genesis, and you. It will show you where your foot fit in, okay? And if we can't precisely do it, you have some work to do, and you will remember who you are, or within which hierarchy you belong, which rung on the ladder, which step, as in the 5 stair steps to get to your ascension process. No one of anything is exactly alike. And you have to do your work. I can't not do it for you. You could not have helped me to do and to achieve the works of my hands. Means you did your great work, okay? There's a lot of things, but it's all in you. Do not fall down right now. But if you do not beat yourself up, because it's hard. And this was the school of hard knocks. If you check your Bibles, there are other great books as well, okay? But you only ever saw heaven and earth or heaven and hell. This became hell. But it's a mind thing. It's a consciousness. And what we do is consciousness raising to help you to sustain and fly upwards. That's why that book, Fly, Eagle, Fly, okay, and other things. It's all connected. We're all connected, although some of us don't know each other. I don't mean just on this call, but some of the same people that you're trying to follow, some of us don't know each other, but we're spouting the same thing, okay? Yeah, and it's going to evolve, it's going to envelop, and it's going to, it's like peeling back the onion. That's my Louisiana background, okay, the onion. It's a lot of things. Every place I've ever been, people thought that I was from there, okay? Many but it's been fun. It's been a lot of things. But what I want to do is I want to take a sip of water. You can maybe say something.
Okay.
Angela. Oh my goodness. There was a lady on my other call. She passed away because she couldn't hold her vibration, and she really wanted to go. So I say to you, Angel.
Yes, ma'am.
That may have been your twin flame of some sort. But look at that synchronicity. I had somebody called Angela, and now I'm connecting with Angel. Same difference. And I'm going to tell you all the story. I'm going to tell you one of the secrets.
Please.
Each and every one of you is an angel of some kind. And that's a fact.
Can you say that again, Miss Lioness?
Each and every one of y'all is an angel of some sort. And that's a fact. And don't let nobody fool you, as Bobby Hemmett used to say. I'll be right back.
Yes, ma'am. So yes, I'm so glad we got to connect with Miss Lioness again. She'll be back in just a moment. Hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Again, guys, these changes it's not just politics. It's a lot. It's everything. So take this serious. Honestly, take this serious. Nothing to be afraid about, right? Fear's a program. But are you ready to come back, Miss Lioness? Of course. So please, you're back on the speaker.
Anybody who's squeamish, tell them to raise their hand or tell you something if they're too squeamish.
Is anyone too squeamish?
Because I can't see the board right now. I'm in another place.
You should be good.
Okay. Okay, now this is the one that should give you some even more things, okay?
Okay.
The gamma rays are waves. What I want to give you is the definition of wave and particle, because that will help. That will help, and then you go do your own. Don't believe anything I say, because I want to give you the structure. It's thought, belief, knowledge, then wisdom, and then you have even greater. That's the 5 stair steps, okay? Everything is going to become very simple. You're going to go like this and hit yourself in the head. Oh, I knew that. Why didn't I say that? It's the worry. You're going to get it. You're just asleep. You're going to wake the hell up, okay? And you're going to have fun at it. Particle, a minute, meaning small, portion, P-O-R-T-I-O-N, of matter. A piece or fragment or amount. A tiny, very small amount of something, as in dust. Okay? And I purposely we'll have to go about how you're supposed to do research, okay? Don't go to one source, although there is only, in the end, there is only one source. The cloud. It's a basic unit of matter or energy, such as an atom, A-T-O-M, or an atom, A-D-A-M, okay? A proton, an electron, a molecule, or a photon. We could put in there a neutron, but you're going to learn what a neutron is when you complete the different levels and degrees, okay? That have several physical and chemical properties like volume, density, and mass, as in shapes and sizes and weight. Hold on to that. If you don't resonate with that tonight, you will. You'll think of it. It'll come to you while maybe you're baking a cake or giving the kids a bath or walking down the street or putting your makeup on or zipping up your pants. You'll say, oh, shit, I got it. Okay? Just go with this, wave. Now, that was synchronicitous because now the word is wave. Wave equals motion. M-O-T-I-O-N. It's a gesture, like if you're waving your hands. Wave them like you just don't care, okay? Wave it like you're waving at DJ T or Q or Junior. Okay? It's motion. M-O-T-I-O-N. Now, here's the thing that will come up later. But I know this should spark something. And a wave is any regularly occurring event thought of as a disturbance moving through a medium. A medium is something, it's just something. It can be visible, invisible, has form and shape, or just essence that you can feel. Okay? Like what's about to happen. But you've been through many events, okay? Wavelength, frequency, and speed at which these events move and shape. It will be a to and fro or a back and forth change. It's just a change. But you make a great change, and when you make a great change, you become greator, or a guarantor, or a grantor, or a creator. It's just a transliteration of letters and numbers. It can be a burst of emotion, of the good or of the bad. A surface swell, as in a tsunami. A sudden occurrence of something or someone. Okay, there's going to be a false flag where they're going to try to say that who you think is JC is here. Well, in the course of doing my call, but there are many people out there who know this information, okay, and some better than I. Might be above my pay grade. Okay, but you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Just don't let the other folks fool you anymore. But don't, and I can't tell you don't. Keep in mind that perhaps you should have a greater open mind, not to think that those who are coming with you, to you with truth, it may not be your truth yet. Come with respect. That's why Aretha Franklin was good. But she was also with the other folks, but she had one foot still with us. There are many people in different phases of life, different industries where we can speak about them. I'm not necessarily downing them. Everybody was playing a part. This TV series, this movie, this sequel, this X-Men 27 is over. It's finished. And that's a good lead into this one, to the dancing, because that word, T-E-T-E-L-E-S-T-A-I. Look that up, okay? I'm going to give you the answer, but I want you to look it up anyway, if you so choose, because you don't have to do a damn thing I say. But it might behoove you to do a little bit of something, because it's coming from heart. It's coming from on high. It's coming from you, your higher self. You want that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here right now. You wouldn't have listened to me. You would have shut me off a long time ago, okay? Anyway, message for the light workers of Earth. And this was also October the 3rd. What happened? What alert happened October the 3rd, okay? You don't know yet the leaps and bounds of that. Divine Mother God, through Dancing Dolphin. Dear heart, yes, it is I, I, Mother God, or the Divine Mother. I'm not taking anything away from what you think that is your spirituality, your religion, your belief system. But remember, it's thought, belief, knowledge, and then wisdom. If you get stuck in belief, you never get to knowledge. And knowledge over a consistent period of time brings you to wisdom. But you can get stuck in belief, and then your belief is never proven, so that you don't get to knowledge, because knowledge is proven beliefs. I don't know if it's anybody on the call, but there are some people out there in TV land who are going to fall on their face because they're stuck in belief. But they're stuck because they've been beat up on so much. Okay? So we have to give them compassion and love. Love is the answer. It's the only thing that's left. Money ain't nothing, okay? Money is a medium of exchange. It can be gold, which just happened yesterday and this afternoon. It can be a pen. It can be toilet paper. It's whatever we say it is. It's whatever where we come, and where we go one, we go all. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, dear heart, yes, it is I, Mother God, or the Divine Mother, coming to speak to you tonight. Look at that. To give you a message for the light workers of Earth. I am grateful to you, my dear, for taking this message for me. Firstly, I would like to say that I have indeed begun my final tsunami of love to Earth. I have sent it, and it is on its way. I meant what I said last week in your time. Remember, time is a continuum. Time in the 3D, second and 3D world is not the same as the fourth and the fifth. Demons come out in the fourth, but you're only in the fourth for a little while. You have stepped into the fifth dimension. Some of us have gone back and forth before and things like that. Some are in the sixth and the seventh, and there's many dimensions. Don't worry about it. You'll fit in where you were, and then you will, rise to where you're going. Because you have graduated. Because now this play is over, and everybody is getting applause. You're coming off the stage, if you so wish. The ones who have played the dastardly parts and want to stay, or who have become, when they talk about the method acting, Hollywood, some people become those characters that they were playing, those bad characters they were playing, and they don't want to give it up because they know nothing else now, and they got so deep into it. It got so much information, solid physicality, that they don't want to give it up, and they use jealousy because they won't let those emotions go. Ergo, when I get into the angels, if you so choose to come fly with me, and us, we shall soar, all of us. Then you will learn who's who and what's what, and who you are, and who somebody else is, and all the masks are coming off this month and next month. It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Some of the ones who you thought were dirty are not dirty. Some of the ones who you thought were niceys. They're some of the most dastardly Mickey Fickies there are. But those two can come home, okay? They still have the chance to redeem themselves and to restore themselves and to get reset. Ergo, the reset is just not about the money. It's just not about the financial situation. It's about you. And you have to understand Genesis, the genes from which you came, and whether you're created or a human or this or a gray or blah, 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 blah. Everybody had a duality before. reality, there's a saying that says when the two become one, it's all over. Well, it's all over for those who are making themselves whole again. Ergo, that's why I am a holistic, meaning whole. The all of you coming back together to be the most beautiful shit there is, okay? And I say that lovingly. The other topic I wish to address is the constant barraging, barraging of untruths and lies that I see in gossip and rumor websites. I am not encouraged by the scandals and lies told about people. Indeed, we should all ignore that type of trash talk. Please do not believe, because within believing there is the lie, okay? And everybody who tells that shit, they have to tell most of the truth in order to start someone believing the parts of their lie. And then what they do is the levels and degrees, they switch them up and it becomes more lie than truth until there's no truth in what they're doing and saying. Sheila, with your little passing of the envelope, you're gonna find out whose group they belong to and all sorts of things and why Mr. what's his name? The one you were talking about, Angel.
Lindsey Graham?
Yeah, why he is a nice guy now. He wasn't before, okay? But that's a whole other thing. But you get to redeem yourself. It doesn't mean that which you have done goes away, especially if you did dastardly things. Ergo, what had to happen to No Name. Okay, so it's all in there. And who No Name was within the spiritual hierarchy, and who Obi-Wan Kenobi is. That's my name for Obama. Okay?
Okay.
There's some things in there. He belongs to the Galactic Federation. He's been to Mars. There's some other things there, but I can't speak on that right now. Okay? Many people are acting out in violence, outrage, and with confusion at this time. You see it in your news every day. Fake news. Some people get hurt even within the fake news, okay? Please remember that you all are being bombarded by many energies right now, many waves, okay? And there's different types of waves. There's those technical waves, but anyway, let me shut up on that and just read. Many energies right now, and some people just cannot handle them. They are losing sight, SIGHT, of the bigger picture, which you, as light workers, focus on every day. Please continue to pray and send love to those who have lost their way. Many are just struggling to survive, and we know that many of you will help those in need when you receive your blessings. More new topics of information are coming to light. You all are learning more things than ever before, things that were hidden. Ergo, that's why we tell you to use your discernment. To discern something means to know, to come to know that which was hidden from you. That's what it means. And then you use your knowledge, because you don't get stuck in beliefs at that point, so that you can not let somebody else put the okie doke on you, or if so, only for a little bit, and then you go along, but you don't be nasty to them just because they've been nasty and dastardly and violent to you. They will get their just rewards, but there's only a small group of people are the ones who are to bring that judgment. Kavanaugh. Okay?
Kavanaugh.
And everybody's not saintly, but we are all angels. how it works. You must ask, ASK, to receive more information. Ergo, that's why sometimes we don't answer you right away. One, because you didn't ask the right way, or you're just asking questions and not giving us any feedback. We need that feedback to know where you are so that we can give you the right thing for your next level and degree of what you must do in order to uplift yourself. Because we're not doing it for you. You have to do it just like we had to do it, and others before you, and others after you. But we sure can help, okay? And we need help too. We need much help, okay? And when I do the angel things, and you see the hierarchy, and you see like the flow chart in a business, who's the president, who's the council, who's on the board of directors, who's this, who's that, and who's in charge of this. And not one of them has all of the answers, okay? Only one is the Chief Mickey Ficky. And I say that lovingly, too. Okay, my angels, ascended masters, and our galactic family are all on call to assist. This includes spiritual teachings and everything from quantum mechanics to proper nutrition. Well, see, I fit in a lot of those categories because I call myself a Jack F with an E. Don't put that A in there, okay? With an E for eternal love. I have a liberal arts background. I have a computer background. I was a systems programmer with languages that nobody knows unless you were inside of one place. Okay? To this day. I'm not boasting. I'm saying I had many opportunities, and so have many of us, to have been placed in different positions for this time now. We had to do those things before and didn't know why we were doing them. I didn't want to do that. But watch the Adjustment Bureau. You have to be where you are because destiny is different than fate. And you cannot mess with your destiny.
That's a movie,
and
Miss Lioness?
And I thank God for right now because I had to be here to help you, and you had to be here to help me. And there are others out there who are helping you, and you're helping them. And, oh, it's a beautiful thing. It's really beautiful. This includes spiritual teachings and everything from quantum mechanics to proper nutrition. Ergo, that's why I also give you things to do, to take in. There are things to clean those pathways. You have the Red Sea inside of you. You can part it, or you can help it to flow like the Nile and not be in denial. Or Denali, like when Obi went to Alaska to go on that mountain. Okay? Because every place and everything is important, and everybody and all of your bodies. There are many specialists who would love to teach you. You only need to ask. And when you find out who your angels are, you will. Okay? Who your guides and angels are. You can just ask them. Don't be surprised if you don't get the answers right away. It just means you're not asking them in the right light. If you're asking them with anger and jealousy and demanding for them to give you something right away when you haven't done what you're supposed to be doing, then you're not going to get it. or if it's a volatile situation where, like, I did not talk like this before. Okay? One, because we weren't supposed to, and two, you have to find out who's who and who's. But I will say this, and I told Angel this when we spoke before I came on, and I thank him for the request, and I thank you all for the reception, the receptivity, and the love, and the acceptance. Y'all didn't. When I first got on there, because I've been on many different places, and some of them only talk about the money. Y'all did not, the majority, there's only one or two here and there, some of you don't know what the hell you're talking about, but that's okay because you still come in with a desire to learn something and to give something. So we can see through different things. It's all good. And you're our family, and you have a good facilitator in Mr. Angel and some other people, and I commend you for that, okay? I truly do, because some of those calls I do not go back on because they're only talking about the money. But the money ain't going to be what you think. The financial structure is surely not going to be what you think. And I tell you, nothing is going to be like it was. Not one daggone thing. But it will be for the better. And it will be glorious. And it's about a new golden age. And look, you get to be there. You get to be there. So again, I applaud you. And it's like you graduated. It truly is. And then you're going to get to have a vacation of sorts. And then you get to pick and choose where you want to go as your next assignment or appointment, as Mother says. Okay? I'm taking a long rest. I'm taking 12,000 years of rest. But I'm getting to go home, and I'm just so thrilled. But I thank you because I'm thrilled to be in your presence because I feel you and I love you. Now, I got 2 little more paragraphs, okay, and then at least I will have accomplished to give you this, but there's much more to give you. If you so choose and if you so desire, we work it out. Well, you can do that for a bit, but when you are rested, this is what she's talking about, you will jump up and say, okay, what now, Mother? Which is what I just was alluding to. And I will tell you that I already have my next assignment, which is to go with Mother to, if you remember, those of you who ever watched Star Trek, and Jean-Luc Picard, he says, make it so, right? That means Ashe, make it so, manifestation, so be it. Remember, they also used to say at the end or in the beginning to places far, far away, just like Star Wars, in a place far, far away, in a galaxy far, far away, and stuff like that. Oh, that shit is true. It may not be manifested as it was on the show, but the essence, the idea of the show is for real. Feed the hungry, okay? When you receive this directly, okay? And know that you are going to be receiving this directly from on high. Ooh, yes. Feed the hungry. May just pop into your mind. Yes, that was a nudge from me. Help the homeless find shelter, food, water, and jobs. For some of you, you may not know exactly what is about to happen in terms of your finances. There are those who are going to be just given some, I don't like saying money anymore, okay, because it's not. Some financial tools, whatever form that may take, and a lot of it. I mean, you can't comprehend it. And it has to do with that which you thought was your Social Security and that Social Security card and other things like that. That, yes, there was money put away for you. Yes, there was riches put away from you. Yes, away for you and all like that, okay? I cannot go into detail tonight, so please don't flood me when we open back up. But you will be shown and told. And then the lowering of the taxes is a prelude to that. You're not really going to have to pay any either, but there are things that need to be done to build this, to so-called make America great again. You do not know what is America yet. What is that meaning again, okay? Because America is a place and a space that you truly don't understand or re-understand yet, okay? Some do, most do not, because it was kept from you. And your discernment is not up. Your frequency is not you're not as secure in it yet, but you will be. You will be, and you are on the path to doing that. So everybody's gonna get some. They had the thing on Saturday Night Live, okay? And that boy, I forgot his name, but he had a red a suit as if he was Santa Claus. Everybody gonna get some. Yes, everybody is going to get some, even the dastardly ones, because they earned it for playing the part that they agreed to play. It's the fact that they don't want to relinquish that part anymore, and they will be handled as such. Is that you are not, well, some are, but most are not. There's only a small group who get to do the judgment piece, okay? And it's in your numbers and in your name and all sorts of stuff, okay? All of that is not, they made you think to be fearful of that and say, oh, that's blasphemous, and oh, that is, oh, no, you can't do astrology, and oh, no, that's a sin. No such thing, okay? But you will, again, that's why all the history has his story, then her story, and then our story will be presented as one. Where we go, okay? So, and colors and timing and numbers and days and food all have to do with this. So, but some will be given something early, very, very soon, to create the situations, the tools for the resolution. This is problem determination and resolution 101. Most people do not know it. The ones of the last 2-3 generations got dumbed down. So y'all don't even know half the shit that you should have gotten in the real education thing. But education was done the same time as this financial thing on Jekyll Island. And ergo, that is why they were, fucking with Bill Cosby, because he was trying to help the education thing. I do not say, because I can tell you some stories, that he is clean as a whistle, because he's not. But that one that he got sentenced for did not happen that way. But some other things did happen, okay? But he was trying to do good also. But good and bad in everybody. I'm not condoning anything. Believe me. Please. But and there was a plane crash with a guy who was helping him, and one of the people involved in something that you've been seeing play out on the TV the last 2 weeks was one of those who didn't want that to happen, because they don't want you to learn. They don't want your children to learn, your grandchildren. They didn't want you. They didn't want your mother and father and stuff like that. They wanted to keep you in fear and hunger and strife and the whole thing about going to work. You're never really going to have to work again. But what it is, it will be take care of yourself and your family first, and then be of service to others. That is why you keep hearing, thank you for your service, thank you for your service. It's just not about the military. Because if you listen to, I call them red tie, blue tie, no tie, and then there's different ones of them, okay? And that's the truth. But when they say certain things, they're saying things. They used the other day the word realms a couple of times. You have to listen. You have to train to listen for the message, though. But all of that will be available to everyone. And I, before I go, I want to open Temple of the Lioness Spiritual Wellness Center, so that you could get everything. If you need sleep, you're going to get sleep. If you need somebody to take care of your baby, then we have to have parenting classes, because people do not know how to parent anymore. That we give a shout out to Angel's mom and dad. And the ones, babies having babies, they didn't have that hug. Ergo, that's why you hear me and some other ones because I did not initiate that one, but I truly was doing that and took the baton for that. Give yourself a hug. Give your children a hug. That's all they're looking for is love and affection and attention. And then you give them a value system and boundaries. Well, you took the value system and the boundaries away, and then you didn't give them a hug, and you gave them some damn food that was terrible for them, but you didn't know, because you were trying to give them what you thought, what you heard, what you were drilled inside of you about the American dream. But that wasn't the American dream. It was misnomered, and then you had to go far to get to work. So that broke up the family. Okay? And while you're on your way to work, you're tense because you have anxiety for leaving your babies. Okay? So we have to get that infrastructure, inter and intra. All of those words and the letters and the numbers all mean something. Everything means something. So I'm going to finish this 2 paragraphs, and then I'm not going to bother you anymore. No need to become overwhelmed at all the work that needs to be done. You all have many brilliant, because you're full of light, and beautiful ideas on how to help. Write them down now, because you will be given money or whatever it takes to put your ideas into fruition, into manifestation, because you will be giving service to others. I added that, okay, but it's true. If you'd like a little direction on what to tackle first, just ask me. Me, or the other folks around you, or your angel and guides, your this, your that. It's all going to be put before you, and you're going to have help, and you're going to be told where to go and how to do this. And if you know something, then share that. But also in the beginning, be cautious, because some of those dastardly ones, you know, when you're cleaning your house, you may have to make the whole house look very ugly and tear it down in order to build it back up. Well, that's what has to be done. And with that, there is debris that is left over. Ergo, that's why we need the wall. Immigration does not mean what you think. But look up the words. And remember what Angel said yesterday or the day before about grantor. It has to do with that. It has to do with you becoming an adult. You put down childish things. But you can be childlike, because a child is the most beautiful entity there is. Feed the hungry. Okay? Your missions will be alive. You will have stepped into your power and your love. Just like that. It will be in a twinkling of an eye. Connect with me, and I will guide you. I can even lead you to other people. This is the people writing that. Some of us could say that as well, but I'm not saying that, although that could be true. Or send you to the perfect place. It will be fun and free-flowing. Follow the guidance you receive, and you will make new friends along the way while doing your best to help. See, if you slouch on this, it's about how you drive your car, your character, your accountability, and your responsibility. And you gotta, when you were first learning how to drive a car, you couldn't hold that wheel, you were nervous, you couldn't see straight, and you could only see a little bit. Then as you got more astute with it, you got the gangster lean, or you could turn on the radio, or you could look to the side and shit like that, because you got the bigger picture, and you used your peripheral vision, and you thought you were the shit, right? Anyway, or send to you the perfect place. It will be fun and free-flowing. Follow the guidance you receive, and you will make new friends along the way while doing your best to help. Know that your new earth, because there is a new earth, is coming soon. Your prosperity is coming soon. your masters, galactic family, inner and hollow earth families. Notice I said inner and hollow earth families. And the company of heaven. There's a book. I used to get it and give it out. And there's another book too. And some tapes and things like that. I just used to get them and make copies and give them out. But it's called Secret Places of the Lion. Pun, 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 yes. But that's the company of heaven is in there. The company of heaven is in there. We'll be celebrating with you soon. Did you hear what I said? Your masters, your galactic family, your inner and hollow earth families, and the company of heaven, not the false flag shit that's they're trying to do, will be celebrating with you soon. I realize this word has become overused and frustrating at best because it has, even for us, it is, stories. Anyway, trust, 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 trust. Trust yourself, but you cannot trust yourself until you learn how to drive your car again. It's not new. You will do new things with it, and it will become a new world, a new environment, a new cosmos, because it's like the ripple of the pond. When you throw that little rock in there, it reverberates throughout the entire cosmos. And you got people here now. They come from all over. Keep the faith, and please don't laugh at us. But if you do, that's on you. That's not on us. Because we're here to help. They're here to help. I am your mother, God, and I send my love on bright moonbeams. And the moon is not what you think, nor is the sun, and it's not in the place where you think it is. But when we go into those angel things at the Genesis and you, I think you're going to love it. But you know what? I think I'm going to be so rejuvenated that I just might want to stay a little while longer. So my blessings are yours. Know that you are well protected and loved. And that was from the Great Mother. And both of those were, well, this one was on Intel. And look up the word Telestai. And I'm telling you already, it means it is finished. So I'm telling you that so that you could use it to your advantage, but not to your dominance. Because there is a hierarchy, but we don't do dominance. We don't. We do love. And thank you, Angel. Thank you, everybody. There's much more to it that can be explained, but I think that's more than enough for y'all for tonight. Unless you want to play for more, we could play.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Lioness. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot in there, and I'm sure people are going to be like having a lot of questions in the chat. I don't have the chat pulled up, but I'm not going to lie. It's been a long day for me. But when would you like to do this again? Maybe we can set a date, and because I certainly would love to have you on again, and then maybe by then we can also figure out a way to do this so that it's through the computer.
Yeah. Because there's time doesn't exist the way you think anyway, but time is of the essence for people to understand what they're going to be seeing. So that's why I put some importance on giving you these two things tonight, and I hope it helped. Even if you don't think it helped, I don't mean you, I mean the audience. It is helping them anyway, because when you get to go research what a wave is and understand about the 5G and the microwaves and the infrared, and that start to see the invisible as well because they have collided. So your frequency, the rate at which you vibrate, that's what frequency is, the rate at which you vibrate. They want to slow you down and fear and get constricted so you cannot move. The more movement you have, the more, thank you, Candace, thank you, everybody. I truly appreciate it because I have to be of service. We have to do what our program is, and if we don't, then we get little slaps on the hands. Not really, but it's just there's more things. And then we can explain to you, let me just tell you this, why Kavanaugh was important, why SCOTUS, Supreme Court of the United States. The only court in this land is the Supreme Court. Okay, this has to do with land and property and you and all sorts of things. It does go back to 1871. It goes back farther and further and further. It goes back to a treaty called the Treaty of Kadesh that you think the situation is over there in the east when the east is right here, or when there were shifts, the sides change and stuff like that. So east is west, north is south, blah, blah, blah. And this is why this is so important, because everything is happening at the same time right now. And, he did some shit. He was a young boy. Young boys, and I'm telling you right now, males are going through it the hardest right now because y'all don't have that feminine intuition. You do, but you don't use it. Everybody has everything inside of them. So women, that's why we got to, hug them and love them. But, sometimes you got to give them a little tap on the head, say, damn, come on, y'all. Straighten up and fly, right? But it's all good. It's all good. So I can do something Sunday. I could still go now. I am tired also, but I've been used to doing 6 and 10. Look, I was, it's been a long decades and decades doing this. So, but I thank you because now I'm getting rejuvenated by y'all, because some people, the mix wasn't there. And we've gone through a whole lot of things. And it was harder for us and it was more dangerous for us. Why did you say to me, I have more than I know? Because you have more than you know, because I just read to you something and you should have got it from there, JP. You're an angel. You're an angel.
JP.
You're an angel. And that's the truth. When I get into the angels, Genesis, and you will understand that. Okay? There are, if the story you were told is not true, and we have to correct that, that's all. Choose to stay loyal to Saturn. I have to read that. Jesus came to save people. Well, you have to find out if that was true or not, okay? I'm not trying to bust anybody's bubble, but you just have to see if that was true and which part of it was true, if it was true at all. And was it a man or was it a woman? And was it the same person at different times, being bad or good? Or was it the story of two brothers that has been the story in every civilization there ever was? Get thee behind me, Satan. That's why you see the two-headed things. Because you have the same thing inside of you. If you have of that bloodline. And we're going to go over the bloodlines and who could be that and who could not. And whether or not that's a title or position. Christ is a title. I tried to give you an example of the Lioness. I'm giving you a lot because there's not much time for you to go do all of this by reread the chat. What do you mean? Ryan, what do you mean? Sally Brewer was timed out. Oh, 300 seconds. I don't know. So, check your audience, check what you want to do. Sometimes it's just terminology. That's why you have to do the etymology of words. Take 2 to 3, 4 letters at the most in anything that you're reading. It's better 2 to 3 most times. And then you can break down and better understand what's the real meaning of a word, no matter what language it is. Okay. But you haven't been taught that. They tried to dumb everybody down. Yes, it's overwhelming, but that's why I wanted to read you those 2 things, because within there, Mother was telling you, don't get overwhelmed. You're going to get help. You're going to get abundance. You're going to get everything you need right now to rest. And don't be fearful. If you get overwhelmed, you will be making yourself overwhelmed. We're getting rid of all of these dastardly people, and the disease and all the cures are coming back out because there's nothing new under the sun. We had these before. We knew all of this before. Okay. So just hug yourself and love yourself, and you'll see things with a greater light. So I know that was a lot, but you need this for the next couple of days of the things that you're going to see and hear about, okay?
We thank you so much, Miss Lioness. We really do.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All of you. Thank you.